All right, welcome back to another edition of Technique Tuesday. Super excited to have you guys here again, and we will be discussing the front squat today. Two things to go into before we get rolling with that. One, welcome to my new home gym. Where I'm at in New York, due to rising coronavirus rates, they've closed down the gyms, and I think that's something that's likely to happen across the country. So to be prepared for that, I put together just a couple things that I like to use from a home gym. If that's something you're interested in starting, feel free to DM us or contact us, and I can help you out with some of the research I've done and some of the things I know about, what I did to put together mine and help you put together yours. The second thing is we are in the middle of, almost the end of our Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday deals, and we dropped a new logo yesterday. So there's a fourth option. It's super customizable, much like the other couple. And so that deal started on Black Friday, and it's going to go to until tomorrow. So make sure go to our website, get your t-shirt. It's going to be awesome. Look good, feel good. This is the first one I've ever done, so I promise I'll look a little bit better than this. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got announcement-wise. So let's get right into front squats. A lot of the information we're going to go over today is going to be very similar to back squat. And as a coach, I love it when this happens because there's no harm in hearing the same thing twice. And hopefully, you'll see this video and you'll go back to the back squat one and watch this one again. And if you miss something there, you'll pick it up here. If you miss something here, you'll pick it up there. That's why I love this kind of thing. But the front squat, you're gonna engage your core, that like all our other lifts, glutes, hamstrings, quads, hip flexors. Your back squat involves your rotator cuffs and your shoulders a little bit more than the front squat involves those more than the back squat. That's pretty much it there, but it's a great exercise, especially for keeping your core engaged and sort of using your bracing in a different fashion than when you're doing in the back squat. So with that, let's get right into it.
Okay, let's take a look at the front squat technique real quick. First, we're going to unrack it. And while you're just standing here at the top of your squat, you're really engaging your back, rotator cuff muscles, and also your core. You're going to use your core throughout the whole time. As we lower and push through the ground back up, we're engaging our glutes, hip flexors, quads, and hamstring muscles in order to push through the ground and get back to our standing position. All right, so now we'll look at some depths here. The first one we'll do is, just a quarter squat. This is really going to only be used, for hitting a thruster or a jerk, like we're going to, throw something overhead. So now we're going to be getting a little bit lower with it. Again, this one's probably going to be used for a power clean, and then we'll go down a little bit even farther. And this is a full depth squat here. So again, this can be used for heavier power cleans, but mostly just for training squat.
Okay, so the first main difference between back squat and front squat is that your back squat, you're going to hold the bar across the back of your shoulders. In front squat, you're actually going to hold it on your collarbone or your upper chest area. And so to do that, there's 3 common front rack positions, okay? So I'll show you those now. The first common front rack position is just called the front rack. This is probably the best one to do because it involves using your rotator cuffs to engage your core and having one tight brace cylinder as you go through, more than the other two in my opinion. And also, it's the position where if you're going to do Olympic lifts like the power clean or any clean variation, you're going to need to know how to use this technique. So this is what it looks like. You're going to get right underneath the bar, and that's your front rack, keeping your elbows up, your rotator cuff and shoulders engaged so you can use your core. All right, so here I'm going to show you a different variation of the first front rack. And like I said, the reason why I made a variation for this is because it's so important. One, it's the most stable, and two, it has huge carryover into other lifts. So I got a pair of wrist straps here, commonly used for deadlifts or any kind of pull. I just attach them to the bar. So what I'm going to be able to do here is grab them with my hands and then be in a front rack position, but at a slightly different mobility range. So if I have less mobility in my lats, I'll still be able to hold the bar in an impactful way. So put my hands halfway through here. Same idea. All right, the second one, it's the second most common front rack technique. And it's kind of like doing the Macarena, but you're gonna go cross your arms like this. A lot of lifters use this if they don't have mobility in their lats and they're unable to get their elbows up and shoulders engaged in a way to hold that front rack for prolonged use comfortably. So this is what it'll look like. Elbows still up, bar right across the collarbone. All right, the last one, and I'm hesitant to even show you guys this one just because I've only ever seen it done, as a joke, but it's called the double overhand front rack. And so essentially you're gonna try to bring both your hands in, touching your neck. So here's what that looks like. So same idea as the first two, but here you can see just a slightly different hand position. So it's going to be a slightly different muscle usage to maintain this position. So this is exactly the same as in the back squat video. I believe that you might have a slightly different position for your knees and foot in front squat versus back squat, but you might not. So you just sort of have to play with it and find out for yourself. So like I said previous, I like to have my foot and knee going about a 30-degree angle outside my direct body line. This just allows me to have proper mobility and hip flexion throughout the whole movement. Then next, I like to make the same tripod between my big toe, little toe, and heel to really stabilize my position. So I'm going to do this position for front squat, and then also all other variants of the front squat. So power clean, if I'm doing goblet squat, which I'll show you in a second, a banded squat, anything like that, I'll use that same tripod. So important. So now let's show you some front squat exercises that aren't with a barbell. And this is huge because, if you're starting your own gym or you don't want to go to the gym right now due to everything that's going on, and you got a trusty kettlebell or band or anything like that, you're going to be in great shape. So we'll start off with the kettlebell here. You hold it like this, however you prefer. You can hold it like this. Just get those arms up. Same positioning, same everything. And even if you don't have a kettlebell, still be like this, have your arms up. And then if you have a band, there you have it. All right, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're looking to start a home gym and have some questions, feel free to reach out, and make sure you head to our website and check out some of our t-shirt deals. Again, everything is 15% off until tomorrow. And then we'll go back up to full price. And with that, thanks again for watching, and be sure to tune in next Tuesday.